Well, hello everyone. Nice to meet you again. Today, I will teach you a new lessons in English, okay? So, yesterday we have we learned about the verb to be in the simple present tense, right? So, today we will continue this the simple present tense that is the normal verb or we just call verb. Okay? Lesson 6. The simple present tense verb. Okay? So first I will introduce myself. My name is Linh, or you can call me Olivia. Okay? So now I am 13 years old. I am a student in Joy Secondary School in Thailand cities, okay? So today I'm really excited to tell you about these lessons. So let's study together, okay? So the verb in the simple present tense have three types that in the positive sentence, the negative sentence, and the question. Okay? First is the positive. The positive. Next is the negative. The negative. And the final one that is question. And in the question, we have two types of question. That is the question like yes no question. Yes no question. And another one is the question that it gives informations, or you can call that WH question. A WH question. Okay, so first we will learn about formula, the formula for the verb, okay? Hmm. First, we will learn about the positive. Positive. Okay, so you know in English that we have pronouns. They are I, you, we, they, she, he, it. Here's the pronouns. I, you, we, they. She, he, it. Okay, so these are pronouns in English. Okay, I eat just wine. Okay, that in some in the conversations, I tell some story that I tell, then I tell that story for you. So I and use is two persons, two people that is talk together in that conversations, okay? And we is that a group have a lot of people, and it's also have I in it, like My family and I, that's a we. Or my teacher and I, that's also mean we, okay? And they is a group that is we are not talking with, okay, like that. She it is like they, but this is singular nouns, and you with they is a plural noun, and I is just one who is speaking, okay? So now we will learn this one that is we have a group that is I, you, we, they. So for these pronouns, when we use the verb in the simple present tense, we use it will go with the verb. The normal verb that's no add anything, that is infinitive verb. Infinitive verb. Infinitive verb. We don't put to or anything in it, okay? For example, we have I run. The subject is I and the verb is rain. No change. No to s or es, okay? Next is we. We sing. Here is the subject and this is the verb. Okay? The infinitive verb. Next, this or in the long sentence, we can say I ran with my sister every every morning at 7 a.m. Okay? I ran. Okay? No change. Next one we have he, she, it. Okay? So it will go with the verb that have as or es. Okay? He, she, it, or the nouns that just have one, like a dog, a cat, okay? Or a bird, or some names, okay? That the verb go with these will put the as or es in the verb, okay? So, for example, here's an example of this one. Like, play. It will become place. Read. It will be reads. Okay? Or listen, it will become listens. Okay, so now there is a lot of type of verb. There is we don't know when we must to put as or when we must to put es. So now we will learn how to put as or es in the verb. Okay, so there's a lot of type, a lot of way to put the as or es in the verb. Okay, so first we will learn about this one, the verb that. So we put the as at es when that the verb and is ending by some word here. That's a ch as h as double s x z and o. So when the verb that is ending by this word, we must to put the es, okay? So for example, we have teach. It will become teach it. Okay, here is ch. Next, that's a fix. It will become fixes. Next is go. Go. Here is o. So we put the es that it goes. Next, it miss. It will become misses. Or wash. We here is h. We will put es that it washes. Okay, here's some example about this one. And this is quite the same with the noun. The countable noun in the plural. The plural noun that can count is the countable nouns. We have learned how to put as or es before, so this is the same, but it's just quite different a little bit. The second one, we will learn about the verb that is ending by y. Okay, so here we have two types. The first one, that is if it if before the word I, that is the consonant, we will change the y to I and then put the es. And next one, if the verb that is ending by a y, and before the y, that is the vowel word, we keep y and then put s. Okay? So for example, we have cry. Here you can see this is the consonant. So we change Y to I and then put the ES, okay? Grass. Next is fly. It will become flies because here is L. This is consonant, okay? Next is blade. So here is a different, okay? So here is the vowel. So we change, and so we not change this one. We just put the S, like blaze, okay? Or another word that is stay. Stay, it will become stays. Because here is quite the same with the blade, because before the Y, that's the word A. And this is consonant. And this is vowel, okay? So it is really easy, right? Because you have learned it before. In the lessons, we have learned about the countable and uncountable now. Next is the verb have that will become has. Okay? So they are different. We have some example that is he has a new car. So in the normal sentence that is the subject in verbal nouns, we use I have a book. But here is different because his is just one. This is singular nouns and I is in the group verbal nouns. So the verb here we change. And this one is no change, okay? Or another example that is her voice. No. She has a good voice. She have a good voice. Here, we have has, okay? Because she is the singular noun. That is quite different with this one. Singular noun, it just had one, so we must to change the verb have, okay? Another, so next, we will, and if the nouns that not in these, we just put the s. Like some word that is not in this group, we don't put the es, we just only put the s only, okay? Just put it only. For example, he worked in an office. He worked in an office. So you see that in group 1, if the word that is ending by ch, as, double s, x, z, and o, we put the es. And the word is ending by y, we sometimes put es or s. There are two ways. And the word that is have, we change is have to has. Okay? But this one is not in any group. So we just put the s. Okay? Next, that is she's want to go to the supermarket. We want to go to the supermarket. So here is it is ending by T. And this is not in any group that we should to put es. So we just put as only, okay? So next, we will learn about the positive, no, the negative. In the negative sentence, so in the negative sentence, we must to put the auxiliary verb. Must have auxiliary verb. This is really important. If you forgot this one, the sentence will wrong. Is you incorrect. So here's we have some group that is going up. No. So you know that if the word that is ending by these word, these words, we will put es. And here in English we have auxiliary verb that is do. That is do. And if do go with the singular nouns, it will change, right? Because this is also the verb. So this is ending by O, and this is in the group one that we put es, so we will change as is does. Okay? It will be does. If do is go with he, she, it, or with some singular nouns, we will put does instead of do, okay? Here we have I, you, we, they. They will go with do because they are plural nouns and the verb will not change. Okay? And she, he, it is the singular nouns and they will go with theirs. Theirs. Okay? So here is the form of the negative sentence. That is the subject with auxiliary verb. Next one is not. And then the main verb. An object or something, okay? For example, like I go with do. I do not. I do not sing. I do not sing. Or Next one, that's a you. You is go with and the auxiliary verb that's go with use is do. I do not watching I do not watch TV. Next, we do not dance. Or next one that is they. They do not read a they do not read books. Next is she. She's is the singular now, so we use does. She does not cook meal. He's is go with does. He's do not work. He's do not work. He's does not work. It it do not. It it do not it. So the warning that the main verb in the negative sentence is no change. We don't put as or es or change the verb. Okay? So you must remember that when we have auxiliary verb, that is the main verb will no change. Okay? Here we have do not. It is the same with don't. And next one that is does not. It is the same with doesn't. So here is the short way to say do not and does not. Like I do not sing. We can call that I don't sing. Or she does not cook meals. It will become she doesn't cook meals. Okay? Easy, right? And the warning that when we use auxiliary verb, we conjugate directly on the auxiliary verb when is necessary and do not conjugate the main verb. Okay? Like verb. The main verb is the verb is the infinitive verb. Okay? We do not conjugate and is do not have to. It does not have to. Okay? So next one, we will learn about the question. So the negative and the positive is really easy because that is the same with the lessons that we have learned before, so I think you can understand it easily. Next, we will learn about the question. Okay, so the question is a similar to be verb that we have learned yesterday. So, but this is quite different. Okay, that is just different a little bit. So first, we will learn about the yes/no question. So yes/no question, that's the question. When we ask that question, we just need to say yes or no. we don't need to give some information, okay? So, like the question in the yes no question and the verb to be that is, are you happy? And you just need to say, yes, I am happy, or yes, or no, I'm not. No, I am not. We just need to answer yes or no. Okay? So in yes no question, the form of it is the auxiliary verb. Auxiliary with the subject and then the main verb. The main verb. Okay? And then something and the question mark. This is really important, okay? So for example, you know that I day is going do. She it is going does, okay? So is like a little bit the same with the negative because this have auxiliary verb, but we don't have not, okay? So we just need to put the auxiliary verb before the subject, and that is the question. Okay, so for example, we have do I run? Do I run? Do you sleep? Okay, easy, right? Or do we play? Okay, do they come? So here is in this group, this is the verbal now, so the main verb is no change. Okay. Next, we have she because that is she, so we put does. Does she sing? Here is the singular nouns, okay? So the auxiliary verb we must to change a little bit. That's does, okay? Next we have does his does he what? Does he what? Or does it there is listen. Okay, here's some example about the yes no question. And to answer the question, we can answer like yes. So you asked me, no, you asked me that do I run? And I see that you ran already, so I can say that yes, you ran. Yes, you ran. And if you're not, and if you not, it will be no, you don't. So this quite the same with the negative sentence, okay? You don't run. Next, I asked you, do you sleep? And you will answer me that, and you will answer that is yes. No, this is wrong. Do. Yes, I do. Because this, so you know that in the question, to answer that, we put the subject, then the word here. If this is a yes no question, usually, just usually, okay? No, you don't. No, you don't, or we call it no, you do not. Do you sleep? Yes, I do. Or no, I don't. Or no, I do not. Next, do we please? Do we please? That's either group that's a meet in the group, and each other will answer. So this will become yes, you do, and no, you don't. No, you don't. Do they come? Do they come? Okay, so that is yes, they do. Or no, they don't. Or they do not. Okay? Next, does she sing? Does she sing? That will become yes, she's going does. Yes, she does. Or no, she does not. Or no, she doesn't. Okay? Next is does he walk? Does he walk? Yes, he is going does. Yes, he does. Or no, he doesn't. Or no, he does not. Next is it. If it listens, I will answer yes, it does. Yes, it does because it is going there. The auxiliary verb is does. Okay. Next is no. No, it doesn't. Okay. No, it doesn't. Easy, right? This is the form of yes no question of for the normal verb and the simple present tense. Okay. Next one, we will learn about the WH question. WH question. So, do you remember what is WH word? So they are is what, when, where, which, who, and a lot. So in the lessons that we have learned about this one, okay, so I think you remember. So here is the form of the WH question. That is WH word. Then is auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verb. Then the subject, and the final one is the main verb. So this is the same with the yes/no question, but we have WH word, okay? So for example, we have when do you sleep? Okay, here is the WH word. Here is the auxiliary verb. This is the subject, and then is the main verb. Okay, so here is you. That is saying that's a verbal noun. So we put do. Okay? So to answer this question, we can answer like I sleep at 10 p.m. Okay? This is the question that give informations that in the interview that I don't know when do you sleep? I will ask you and you will answer. You will give the information to answer this question, okay? Like this one, okay? Next is who who does who does is like who does like is will be it like what there it what there is like corn. Okay, so I don't know what is like, and I will answers and give informations. Okay, next one is will be which, not what do she or what does she do? What does she do? So here is the auxiliary, and this is the main verb. Okay, so for example, she listen to music. She listens to music, and sees is singular now, so we put the s or es after the verb. This is the main verb, okay? And the final one that is wait. Where do they sleep? Where do they sleep? Here is the WH word. This is the auxiliary verb, and this is the subject, and that is the main verb. So it's ask where the place that they sleep. Okay? That is they sleep on the sofa. Okay? This is really easy, right? So for the conclusions, you know that today we'll learn about the noun verb in the simple present tense. Conclusion. Okay? And there are three type of sentence and for the normal verb that is positive. Next one is negative. And the third one is question. And in the question, we have two types. That's a yes-no question and WH question. Okay? So this is the end of the lesson today. And this is really easy and is like the same with the verb to be, it's just different a little bit. So I think this one is easy if you understand the last lessons, and this is quite easy too. So I think you can understand all of these in this type of verb about the simple present tense. So this is the end of the lessons. Thanks for your listening. Goodbye. I hope you can understand these lessons.